We are Two Guys Playing Zelda, and you can follow us on Twitter at Two Guys Play Zelda or email us at twoguysPlayingZelda@gmail.com.
This is part 5 of our walkthrough for Link's Awakening, and in this part of our walkthrough we're going to be conquering the second dungeon, the Bottle Grotto, and you'll notice right there in that first room there's a stupid treasure chest that
it's just teasing us. It's just teasing us is all it's doing.
Yeah, we can't get to it until we get the treasure for this dungeon, which, spoiler alert, is the Power Bracelet.
Yeah.
Which will finally let us pick up those
Which
pots.
makes sense, yeah, because what else would allow you to pick up bottles, I guess?
True. Although I will say, in that first dungeon, there's a wall that you can't bomb until like 2 dungeons later.
Yeah, that is true.
It has a stupid seashell in it.
Yeah. You can't even get the bomb yet, can you?
Not yet. So we will end up going back to that first dungeon at some point.
And then a lot of these rooms right at the beginning are just line up these torches and just move to the next one, basically.
Exactly. And honestly, I don't know why I lit those 2 up. I don't think I had to do it.
Yeah. You're scared of dark, Red.
I'm
scared of dark.
I'm a little scared of the dark. And I think it's a pretty neat trick to be able to jump over that guy and then turn around and knock him into the pit right there. I thought that was
well, if you pull it off, yeah. If he knocks you into the pit, it's not so much fun.
I love using that feather.
You know what? I played through this whole game and never once thought about using the feather to jump over those spike things right there.
I'm pretty sure I use the feather to jump over everything I don't have to kill.
Yeah, use the feather when you don't even need to. It really is one of my more favorite items in any Zelda game, really.
It is, and they give it to you right off the bat in this game, which is great.
I kind of wish they would introduced it in a 3D game.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
You know, so
at least you can do a little jumping in the 3D games, of course, but
but you can't jump whenever you want to, though.
Exactly. Now, if you've played A Link to the Past, you remember well these floors that you have to hit the switch to get them to raise and lower. I think we first encountered them in Tower of Hera, something like that.
Yes, that's first time place. Or do we? I think we might have some Desert Palace, maybe.
Ooh, maybe we do.
Not sure. Now here's my question. That's a skeleton, or at least it looks like a skeleton right there. He doesn't have any muscle. There's no way he's even able to hold up a sword right there.
He's decompressed. Come on.
Okay, so there's also a thing called Stalfos that holds swords in every single game.
Yeah. I get what you're saying, though.
But that one looked like an old grandpa skeleton. Those other ones in 3D games look intimidating.
Yeah. But yeah, I like how they make you use the switch.
This enemy took me forever to figure out.
It was kind of annoying that key drops there, by the way, but you have to backtrack 4 rooms to get it.
I thought when you backtracked, I thought it would take the key away, actually.
I'm surprised it doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it doesn't.
You usually have to be, stay in that room or whatever.
Yep.
Well, I first got back there, and I saw it wasn't there. And I was like, oh, man, are you kidding me? Because I spent a good 45 minutes trying to figure out how to beat that stupid enemy right there.
Oh, man, those masked, whatever they are, those guys are annoying. But if you, face away from them, power up your sword, they will face away from you, exposing the backside.
The simplest concept. Most things I can't figure out are the simplest concepts ever.
Yeah. But it's nice, and I don't use the power sword attack that often. I mean, this charged up attack.
I think that's why I didn't really figure it out at first, because it's not a tech I really use in this game very much.
Not at all.
Just never thought about using it, I guess.
It works on them, though.
And then once again, we get the compass before the dungeon map, which I'm not really sure how many times happens in this game or not.
Me neither, but it's twice we've noticed it already.
Yeah, so it could be throughout the rest of the game.
Yeah. It is handy, though, the compass.
In part 14, we'll let you know.
Yeah. When we're like, man, this keeps happening.
Yeah.
It'll become a trend eventually. Oh, these spiked guys make their return from the first dungeon, of course. Easy to kill, though, just use your shield.
It's a cool concept for defeating an enemy right there.
I agree. And I remember in Link to the Past again, where you had to use your hammer to get him to flip over.
Yeah. Oh, let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about those enemies. I hate those enemies.
They did give you some fits.
And Red, I love it right here, how you go almost all the way to the steps and you go all the way back to the beak to get the information you already knew.
Yeah, he just tells you have to push those 2 blocks together. I'm like, that was a waste of 5 seconds of my life.
I mean, if you were be like right in front of the blocks, no, you almost went all the way to the stairway and then turned back around.
All the way back. And you'll notice kind of how slowly I was walking right there. If you touch those stupid bottles while you don't have the treasure equipped, it tells you you're too weak to lift these things up. And that just gets annoying. And you'll see me do that 2 or 3 times in this walkthrough.
You don't even have to push a button, right? You just, if you run into them, it does that.
Yep, unless you have your bracelet equipped, which I think is just stupid.
Yeah.
Now this boss fight, I make him look a little harder than he is here at the beginning. He's already blown me up.
That's a good throw right there.
He got me good. You just kind of have to stick and move with this guy.
And just watch out for his bombs.
Exactly. The first time I kind of charged in,
Yeah.
balls to the walls, ready to go after
That's
him.
how two guys play.
That's how we play most of our video games. I kind of learned my lesson after he took 2 hearts away.
Really, just toss his bombs and you're fine.
Yep. And you get a fairy though, thankfully, to refill our
Now,
hearts.
do we have the treasure? No, we don't have the treasure yet.
We're about to get it. Once we do, though, we're definitely going to make use of that teleporter that the mini boss left behind.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering if we had it yet or not. Because we'll go back. That always takes us back to the first room,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Yes. Now the owl there gave you a good piece of advice because we're about to come up to a room where we have to kill the 3 enemies in it in a certain order.
Yeah.
And the owl there tells us the order to kill them.
One of the few times he gives us a good hint in Zelda.
I know. Or gives us a hint before we actually do what we're going to do anyway.
That's true. I like that concept right there that I don't know what that thing is, but just
sucks you in.
Yeah, I really like that.
I agree. You'll see it gives me fits the second time we go.
No, I didn't like it when I was playing, but now that I'm watching somebody else play, I think it's a pretty cool concept.
Yeah. Now these ghosts, for some reason, if you've ever played some Mario games, if you turn your back on the booze, or if you look at the booze or something,
Did you say booze or booze?
Booze.
Because I understand turn back on both of them.
If you face them, they don't come after you. But if you turn your back, they come after you. So I, like an idiot,
Don't want to turn your back on either.
No, I do not. So like an idiot, I decided to try to treat them like Mario enemies, and they just attacked me.
Yeah. Now you only have to light one torch, right?
Yes. I think they become vulnerable. Yeah. But yeah. Now that we've got the Power Bracelet, we're going to use this teleporter to go back and get that treasure chest that was teasing us at the beginning.
And rupees is kind of a big thing to get. Oh, there's rupees in the treasure chest. I don't know if you said there or not.
I did not.
But they're kind of important in this game, really. I think. I mean, they're not. Rupees are hard to come by in this game.
Yeah, and we're at 50 of them. It's worth the minute it takes you to go out of your way.
Oh, definitely.
Not even a minute, probably.
Because I don't know. I think I bought the bow in this game. Can you get the bow somewhere, or do you have to buy it?
I think you have to buy it.
Okay. Spoiler: bow and arrow in Zelda game.
Yeah. I do think you have to buy it. Or a neat trick that I kind of learned the hard way. It's possible to steal the bow. But if you do, every character in the game from there on calls you Thief. It changes your name to Thief.
I'm fine with that.
But you saves you like 500 rupees or whatever.
Hey, you can't always be the hero. Sometimes you gotta be the criminal.
We're no better than the moblins we just saved.
We're saving this island, and everybody's calling us the thief.
Yeah, I'll take that trade-off. Yeah, you can actually get it for free. I don't remember how to do it.
And that's a cool little trick right there. And this place took me forever to figure out, because I just did not know that you could walk on top of those blocks.
That was a very neat concept as well. I agree.
I didn't think it was neat at all. I thought it was stupid.
I could see that too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, like the jump attack. Oh, except I missed.
Yeah. Hey, happens.
It does happen. It was a good thought.
You know how many times we have good thoughts in Zelda games and they just don't pan out?
Oh, poor execution.
Operator error.
Yeah. I didn't even go after the power triangle that time.
They're annoying.
I hate the music change.
And there's our Poe's voice, which actually come back from the original Legend of Zelda.
Yep. And here's the room where that owl statue earlier told us we have to kill the enemies in a certain order. That's why you see me not swinging at that bat. We have to kill the Pole's voice first, then the keys, then the Stalfos.
I'm not going to tell you how many times I tried to move those blocks to open or to do whatever, but it was a lot of times.
Well, the top two might be the only two you can move, honestly. I don't know.
No, you can move them all different directions, trust me.
But once you do kill them in the right order, we get the Nightmare Key, or Boss Key, whatever, and we're going to make our way to that boss.
You know I don't have the patience for reading, so that's definitely something that I saw the owl, I was like, blah, 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 and just moved on, and it killed me later on.
I say, how many times did you kill those enemies and not get the treasure chest? Do they respawn if you do it the wrong way?
Yep, yes they do. Yes they do.
That's harsh.
I think I did after I pushed the blocks about 20 times. I think it took me 5 or 6 times.
That's
and then I kind of realized. So I think they might spawn after you get the order wrong. Or no, I think you might kill all 3 of them, and then it spawns.
That's harsh.
You know what? I try not to remember things like that in my life. So
no, I can totally understand. Like I said, if you just miss the hint, you can just sit there and do that over and over again.
Well, it's not that I missed the hint. I just kind of skimmed over it.
We do that a lot with that.
Yeah.
I will say, I kind of enjoyed this boss fight.
Yeah, it was one of my more favorite ones in this game, really.
Yeah, it's just a nice concept. Like, you can't hurt the bottle with your sword. Or you can stun it with your sword, but then you have to throw it against the wall. to actually hurt him.
You know, it's like the first dungeon we had Moldorm, which had been in both the Desert Path. Actually, no, Tower Hera.
Yes.
He'd been in Tower Hera, so we kind of already faced him, and this was like a totally different boss right here that we had not fought in any Zelda game up to this point.
Yeah, it's a big genie, scary-looking clown thing.
And actually, I don't think we've fought a boss similar in any Zelda game.
Not that I can think of.
Well, not play all the handhelds, but...
True. But I thought it was a very fun concept.
Yeah.
You guys gotta watch out for his fireball attack.
Well, Zelda refreshes a lot of their bosses and their
do.
enemies, so it's always kind of nice when you get something fresh and new.
I agree. Man, could you imagine fighting a 3D Moldorm, though? Ugh. That'd be terrible.
It's going to be in the next game now that you said it.
I probably should just get my mouth shut. Big old snake or caterpillar, whatever it is, as big as you
And
are.
if he knocks you off the edge, I'm quitting.
Oh, I'm having nightmares just thinking
No, I'm
about
going to start playing Zelda 2 and enjoying that.
But yeah, I also like the 2 stages this boss does kind of go through. Like, you have this first part where you're throwing the bottle against the wall to break it, and then the second part where you actually attack the genie himself.
With the sword, right?
Yes.
For the second part.
Well, we don't have a lot of other enemies. Weapons, I mean.
You got the feather.
We got the feather. We always have the feather. We jump on his head like Mario.
There you go.
But yeah, he's not a difficult fight as long as you can dodge his fireballs.
Those things hit me like constantly. I cannot dodge those fireballs.
And I think each one does a full heart of health too.
Does it really?
Damage, yeah, because he's gotten me. I think I had full health when I came in here, and he's gotten me a couple times.
Yeah, I had a hard time dodging those things.
Well, it's a small room to maneuver in because you
It
can't
really
get
is.
him either.
Well, then you get the torches like right in the middle of the room too, which obviously blocks off some of the way you can go. So
they don't make it easy on you.
No,
which I guess is not a bad thing.
And I really do love. We mentioned this in the first dungeon, but the different instruments you get, and they each play different sound. Yeah, that's just one thing I really like about this game.
I agree. And when you finally get them all together at the very end and hear them play the main song just all together, it's a really good moment.
That is pretty cool.
We are a long way from
when's that?
A conch shell? I'm not sure what its actual specific name was. Doesn't matter. Either way, that wraps up part 5 of our Link's Awakening walkthrough.